Yeah, it's your boy Shawty. What my name is? I want to welcome y'all to another episode of Let Him See That Child Reloaded. That's right, man. We are dedicated to fighting for fathers, trying to get you to the promised land. That's right, equal visitation and rights. We're here to fight for you. I got my colleague, my sister. She is Joanna Boyd, lead attorney. She is the attorney that fights for fathers in Atlanta, all around the metro area, and in Georgia. And she is dedicated to fighting for fathers. Tell them about it, Joanna.
Yes, owner of JG Boyd Law. We love dads, good dads, great dads, and we are here to advocate on your behalf. Now that we're doing this podcast, we're going to drop all the gems and give you all the game that you need to get exactly where you're trying to go.
That's right, man. We're going to tell you everything from what to wear to court, to what not to wear to court, to what not to post, to what to post, to how to handle your emotions, to make sure that you don't look crazy in front of the judge. And we're going to tell you, first thing, you're always going to need an attorney. And that's when you call my girl, Joanna. Who you got with us today, Joanna?
I have my really good friend and sister, Miss Jessica Washington, Atlanta native, y'all.
Hey, you guys. So I'm born and raised in Atlanta, and I'm here with my dear friend Joanna today, talking about and fighting for a father's rights. And she's saying, let him see that child. And I'm saying, make him see that child. Come get your kids.
Yeah, sometimes you need a little motivation.
There
You know
you
what
go
I'm
with
saying?
the motivation.
I'm saying,
Let's start this.
yeah, for real. Like, make him see that child. You don't necessarily got to be like, look, you need to go get your kids. Because that make it seem like you getting told what to do.
Mm-hmm.
But you hold that thing up, like, how you...
Look, see, what's the motivation, Sean?
You be like, how you gonna get some and you won't even go get the kids up the street?
He wasn't getting none.
But that's going to be for somebody who's not the baby mama.
Who not the baby mama? I mean,
There you go.
in some of y'all ladies'
There you
cases,
go.
when you dealing with somebody else baby daddy and he just need a little motivation,
That
a
part.
little push.
Still no. I'm gonna give y'all better
Yeah.
ideas on how to get this done. Okay.
Yes. And my background, why I'm sitting here on this platform, is I was a victim of parental alienation. I fought the entire time for my son to the point where I had, and let's get this clear, me and my baby mamas have no problems. And that's the demeanor that you guys are going to have to take from this day forward if you want to succeed in fatherhood and co-parenting. You got to cut everything. You got to give it to God, give it and put it behind you. And you got to always look forward at the prize, and that's getting to the promised land. So me and my baby mama have no problems. I just was at my son's graduation this Friday, his graduation from college. Didn't make it to the high school graduation, didn't get invited. Hey, that's okay. Because it ain't how you start. It's how you finish.
That's right.
I always stay prepared, stay ready to be a dad. Even though my son was alienated some years, he always had a bedroom right there, fresh and ready. Kept that thing right there for him with his favorite picture and all his favorite stuff, all the way till he was 18. Then I turned it into a gym.
Wow.
And,
Which he can also use.
Even that, but hold on, that's Jamal room. Don't go in there. All right, man. But look, enough about me, because one day I'm gonna sit down, me and Attorney Boyd, and we're gonna ball out. Y'all gonna have to bring the tissue and everything, and I'm gonna tell my story. But right now, man, we're gonna keep it popping, we're gonna keep it fun, and we're gonna keep it father. The father thing y'all thought we were gonna do was play some father games. Hey, man, we got some games we gonna play, man, some father trivia, just to keep you up on your fatherly duties.
And welcome back to Let Him See That Child Reloaded. We are on another segment, guys, family court. So I'm going to read some facts, and then they're going to discuss them, and then I'm going to let you guys tell us who wins. Let's start with this. Okay, it's called the Stepmom Surprise Lunch Scandal Scenario. Dad's new wife, stepmom, packs his child a gourmet lobster tail and cheesecake lunch for school, complete with a handwritten note that says, Mama loves you. Mom finds out when the lunch goes viral on TikTok and says stepmom overstepped and is trying to play mom for attention. Dad says it's just a kind gesture and the kid loved it. Question: did stepmom cross the line or is mom overreacting? Go.
Okay, so the stepmom, the issue is, it's not the lunch. It's not what the lunch entail. The issue is the note. Mama loves you. You can't do that. No
That-
culture. You're not the mother. You're stepmama. And she's a new wife. So you're a new stepmama. Right? So even as a mother, if I don't want him, I don't care nothing about him, you're overstepping boundaries with our child.
Well, my problem is, who put her ass on the list? First of all,
No, for real.
how did you go up to the desk and get on the list to go see my child? And then sending a lobster tail
For a
into
kid.
an elementary school or middle school or elementary school with a child like that is a distraction.
For sure.
Lobster tails has no place in no elementary school when they get $3.25 lunches. You know what I'm saying? That it's just a distraction. It's doing too much. It's like the kids who go to high school with the money up their own. That's not
Right.
the establishment. That's not the place. As a father, he has to stand up to this new wife and say, hey, it's already sensitive between me and my baby mama. The last thing I need is for you sending these extravagant ass plates up through there. Because you're going to make my child support go up. Because they're going to think we eating lobster tails and we got enough that we can send them to school. Because that's what her lawyer going to say. Because that's what I would
Yeah.
say if I
They
was talking
sending
to my
lobster
lawyer.
tails.
And then another thing he made me think about sending the lobster tail to school, allergies, shellfish allergies.
Yeah.
That's a whole liability. Right? So
Mhm.
you're sending something, you're the stepmom, so they may not have these dietary restrictions listed if the child is allergic or a friend, because these kids, they share food, share lunches. So there's a lot wrong in
And
that
then the
situation.
defamation, because when you make that other kid swell up and they had to go get Benadryl, they blow it
said
all up.
defamation.
They not gonna say it's their mom. They gonna say little Nene mama.
Mm-hmm.
They gonna say little Nene mama, and then this woman gonna get the slack all the way on that side. Fellas, in these situations, you have to think for your wife and your situation. You got like sometimes you got to put a wife away from the situation. I first met my wife. I said, "You'll never meet my baby mama," and she thought I was being funny. No, because that wee little web will go and entangle in your life
Oh,
and
there you go
twist
with the
every
web.
single thing up that you put your hands on. You go in the church, it'll go all up under the church and come all up through the toilet bowl. Let me
Oh,
tell you
God.
something. You have to separate it. Your mama ain't gonna want it. Your mama gonna go a couple times. That she see what's going on. Ain't got time to just miss y'all. And everybody gonna always say y'all, y'all. It ain't y'all, but they gonna say y'all. And two is you. They gonna say you. Remember what I just said.
So, just playing devil's advocate here just a little. What if it said stepmama always loved you? If she put step in front of it, would you been okay?
Are they
Or you
married?
just don't want
They
anybody
married.
to
They're
love
newly
your
married.
baby?
If she put stepmom at that point, and she's new, so you're probably still doing too much. But I'm not gonna speak on it. You got it. It's a no. You went viral. You want clout. You got it. Still my child.
Still your always gonna be your child.
Yeah.
Fellas.
And it's in the best interest of the child. It made the child happy.
Yeah.
Y'all have
It's in the
fun.
best interest. It's in the best interest. So you done did it 3 times, fellas, and now your baby mama is going for a contempt or going to try to get it the bill to get it modified because you got so many relationships and all these women talking about mama this, mama that.
The
So you
baby
you
know.
can't set
That's
yourself
extreme.
up.
That's
You cannot
extreme.
set yourself up because I have had in a order that said that stipulations like
You
I don't
can
want to
bring
go out
certain
into the
people
order.
around.
Yeah, I don't go
Yeah,
into
yeah,
it.
you
They
can
do,
only be around
it's
certain
called,
people. Yeah, you could. Yeah, in the order. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? When y'all don't go, they say, okay, well, you can't only be around certain people.
They call it a morality clause sometimes when you're getting a divorce to say, well, they'll put a limitation on how long you have to be dating the person before you introduce. Or they just say no altogether unless you get married. So
I
that means
agree
no
with that.
girlfriends or boyfriends.
Yeah.
I mean, you just don't want everybody around
Taint your
children
kids
anyway.
like that, man. You don't want your kids looking at you like even fathers. And you don't, you don't want your sons to see you dealing with multiple women all the time because
Facts.
that's what he's gonna think of women.
Mhm.
And you gotta always lead as fathers. I don't care what you do when you take that father cap off. But it's a responsibility when you have that child with you. The judge, the baby moms can get in court and say, he smoked weed. He smoked weed. A lot of judges gonna say, all right, man, don't smoke no weed around that child. And that's what they mean, and that's what you gotta respect. I mean, you got to play both sides of the field, fellas, if you really, you gotta walk in caution, man. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be and it's gonna improve your lifestyle to start thinking like that. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna prove your ways, improve who you are, and it's gonna build way more character. And you're gonna start thinking that way and planning ahead instead of willy-nilly pulling up with the beat bumping, talking about, let me see my child after you done came from the club. That don't.
Yeah, nah, go ahead. Listen, I'm a strong believer that it takes a village. And I remember growing up where, some of everybody was, well, I had both of my parents, so it wasn't like a step parent thing, but you had neighbors, all kind. It was just a lot more involvement than what you see now. So if there is somebody that's willing to love your kid, obviously there are going to be boundaries, but I wouldn't want to deprive mine of that love and support because it's a big deal and it's going to help shape them.
I'm in agreement, but what is the intent? That's what matters. What's the intent?
I don't know. Maybe she wanted him to know that she loved him.
Right. We'll never know.
What's the time limit?
How they go viral at school? Who had the? Never mind.
Yeah, look, everybody got telephones.
You know it.
Everybody got telephones.
The teacher posted it.
Yeah, what's the code?
But what is the time? How long should you date somebody before you introduce your kids?
It's on 5%.
I think that's subjective. It's on you. It's how you feel. If you think it's really gonna work, you may have had past experience where you like, hey, I done had too many around my child in the last 2 years, so I don't want to do that right now. I think it just depends on the parent. I don't do it. And I have boys, 16-year-old and a soon to be 8-year-old. I don't bring them. I mean, I have 1 or 2 people, but
yeah, you gotta just be real careful about it. And then I'm gonna make you date mine, just like you date me. When we get to know each other, you got to take me out on dates and stuff. You don't get to just walk in the man house, just be at my baby house. You still got to do a date thing.
But that's still him knowing your child.
Yeah,
I mean, that's how it works. So you got to get to know him, right? So it's not just okay. I've been seeing this man. I'm gonna start.
I'm just gonna
bringing
come
him
to your
over.
house because you can't come to my house. So I'm just gonna slide this out.
When you got 16-year-olds and 17-year-olds,
a few times.
Don't bring them to your house. I've been over one of my house that had 16, 17-year-old. Brought me home from the club. I go down there, put on my shoes, to do all that school with my Jordans on. I'm like, man.
Now you got your shoe.
Yeah, she said, take your shoes off at the door.
Read the prompt. Read the prompt. I gotta go home.
Let me see.
I'm like, where my shoes at? She's like, I know that boy ain't want them took them shoes up out of here. I'm like, man, I don't need no little dude.
20.
Let's go with the second one, the TikTok haircut scandal. A dad takes his daughter to get a haircut, but doesn't tell the mom. The mom picks her daughter up from school and goes off on dad because he didn't consult with her first. Question: should parents need approval before big appearance changes? Why y'all breathing so heavy?
It's deep. Because the mom is usually the one, but it's a daughter, right? So the mom is usually the one
my daughter
who's doing certain things when it comes to the daughter's physical appearance. If it's the dad and he's engaging and active and involved, usually it's the dad with haircuts. So as a mom and I don't have a daughter, but as a mom, if I had a daughter, I would feel like that's my duty. And that's that's a substantial change to a child's appearance.
Girls care about their hair.
Yeah, that's deep.
Okay, the man I am today, I'm going to say it has to be a conversation. It needs to be a conversation. When my son was in the 7th grade, it was one of the periods when, I didn't get a lot. I didn't get a lot of spring breaks. I didn't get a lot of Christmas breaks or Thanksgivings, and so I got my son for spring break. I think this was the only spring break we did. And I said, son, what you want to do? I had just started growing my locks. He said, I want to dye my hair blue.
Shouting.
I say, you sure do. And I'm going to dye mine blonde. And I called a girl who twist me up. And I told her to bring us some blue and blonde dye. And she came over to my house and lifted my son's temp fade until it was white. And then she put the blue dye.
Oh, God.
And then she lifted mine and put the blonde in. And we rocked out for a whole week until I pulled up to drop him off at his mama with that blue hair. It was blue hair and blue lights. Yeah, she took me back to court on that.
You a problem.
But
Why
hey,
would you do that?
now no, because that's my son. That's why. This my son. My son. I said, "What you mean?" He said, "I want to dye my hair blue." You damn right you do, son.
You couldn't do a wrench. You could have did like a
But
like
that's
a
just cool.
yeah, you could have did a little
Yeah.
spray.
It's a boy. You can just cut it.
Man, I'm gonna find that picture, y'all. We're gonna
cut it.
We're gonna
cut it.
Died to the roots.
Man, we lifted that boy out. But see, but when he turned 14, why he turned 14, y'all?
You got pictures of this?
Yes, why he turned 14? Now, just when I'm, talking to the gram, because we in that state where I just got to talk to the gram and just tell him how much I love him through DMs, And I told, I said, I wasn't gonna stop typing. I said, you ain't even have to answer him. I know you seen him. He was like, yeah, I tightened down. Because before they came up with Instagram, they just be like, man, just write a letter and put it to the side. You know what I'm saying? So when you see him, you can just give him all the letters. Now, I'm gonna wake up and DM your ass, daddy, love you.
Yeah.
Have a blessed day. Putting that energy. You seeing them every time, too. Saw every single one of them. So if you're being targeted and you're not able to see your kids, don't think that they not thinking about you. Don't think they not looking at what you do on the ground silently. So always keep a good image with your social profiles because they'll work against your ass in court. I mean, first time I'm in front of the judge. It was this old white couple had a hold on the county that I live in. And both of those judges. And I just heard rumors about them and everything. And when I filed my legitimation, it drops in her court. And these are still superior court judges who are in family court, fellas. So okay, get your cases crossed up in that county you live in, if you know what I mean. Why you gotta keep a clean profile, man, because they gonna come with everything. Like, I'm an actor, I'm a comedian. I haven't been out to California on set. I had a Tommy gun. I'm out there with the Tommy gun on set. We got there, posted on MySpace. I'm at a cannabis lab. I'm at a cannabis barn. Scoop a whole lot of it up, put it in a bowl. I stand there with it, with the bowl in my mouth.
Cheating.
I'm talking about. I realize I'm in trouble.
Exhibits 1 and 2.
I find this girl fresh out of school, defense lawyer. I give her about $700. We go in there. We got to meet a judge in their chambers. They got a big old table. My baby mama, her lawyer. He was shouting at me. I knew I was in trouble. Me, defense attorney. Right before the judge walked in, that mother pulled out 2 pieces of paper and turned them over. One of them was me with a pound of weed in my mouth, and the other one 8 by 10, and the other one was me with the Tommy gun.
Saw that coming.
It's just sitting on the table. Never mentioned it. Never said nothing, but this is what we having a discussion about my visitation with a judge that doesn't know nothing about me.
Well, you acting.
Should have been posted. Yeah. I mean, that. I mean, but why go into that? Because a lot of these judges ain't, like, a lot of y'all ain't actors, and they know y'all ain't actors. Y'all ain't got no IMDb. Now, judge, and you would sit there and tell the judge, say, what do you do for a living? I'm an actor. Oh, what's your IMDb? A lot of my judge friends are producers, make movies, and judges real people. They cool. That's what you got to align yourself with. For real.
I know you're enjoying the episode, but I just want to pause for a second to share something really close to my heart. On September 7th, I'm hosting the James A. Boyd Foundation Fall Gala in Atlanta, Georgia, and I would love for you to be there. This event is all about helping fathers reunite with their children and making sure families have the support they need. It's a cause that means so much to me as a family attorney, and the night itself is going to be powerful, filled with stories, laughter, and community. So if you've been looking for a way to give back and be a part of something that's bigger than all of us, this is it. Go to event.jgboydlaw.com and grab your ticket, get dressed up, and come celebrate with us. I can't wait to see you there. Now back to the episode.
Align yourself with the people that you want to be like. You know what I'm saying? Don't be aligning yourself with these folks who gonna ride around and get you pulled over and you just got this fresh order. Now she can run back in there and say, "Hey, you just got arrested." Like, don't set yourself up. It's because, you know, unless y'all go through the foundation and we're having a gala. Tell them all about the gala.
The gala. So we are launching the James A. Boyd Foundation, and the foundation is basically to try to help circumvent some of the systematic struggles that dads are having and seeing their children, be that court systems or just not being able to afford representation. So just trying to break down some of those barriers so that you can get closer to your kids.
Yes, man. The fight for fatherhood seemed to got lost after the pandemic. Nobody even talking about fatherhood no more. A lot of women making more money now and they feel they don't need the fathers. I'm still curious of how many families been broken because of the pandemic and the court system was all screwed up and they just gave the parent time to just sow all these negative seeds and so much time. Fellas, please hurry up and call Joanna Boyd if you're going through any of this, because let me tell you one thing. The more time you put between you and that child, it's not good on your behalf. You want to be aggressive. You don't want to draw this out. Attorney fees can go up and up and up. You want an aggressive attorney who's going to go in and get the job done. Who's going to do the research. You don't want to have all these resets. You know what I'm saying? Because one trial day going to cost you about, boy. You know what I'm saying? And you want, man, don't be putting yourself out there, man, fellas. Carry yourself. I learned through bumping my head, scraping on the ground, running up through there. I didn't go through that for nothing. That's why I'm sitting on this platform talking to you guys right now and trying to tell y'all the red flags, the telltale signs of how to maneuver if you end up in a situation. Because me, I'm turning, I ain't got nobody to turn to. You try to talk to a lawyer, you call them, they say, "Oh, I want $5,000 retainer."
Initial return.
I'm talking about that's just to take the case. You know, man, these fees jump up into the 20s of thousands, fellas.
Quick.
Quick. That's why I say get legitimation while y'all cool.
Yeah, and you got to learn how to sell it, okay? You don't want to go in there acting like you're trying to take over something.
Tell them how to sell it, man. Tell them the benefits. Yes, tell them. Tell them the benefits.
God forbid something happened to you. You want your child to be able to benefit from you. It's a benefit for everybody involved, and that's how you got to give it to them. So.
Yes, when you go to your baby mom, you be like, "Listen, really, he my son, but if something happened to me, he really might not be my son. I mean, no, he's not gonna be able to get what he's supposed to get from me."
Correct.
If we legitimate my son, that means it's legitimate. That means if I die, the Social Security that I have building up for my job is gonna go to him. It's gonna give him a fair fight to go out and fight for my house in case it goes to probate. It gives my child that legitimation to inherit whatever I have. And that's how you put it to them, because that's what it is. Along with that, they're gonna set they're gonna establish paternity. They're gonna set child support according to the child support laws or whatever y'all agree to. And it's good to have all of these terms already worked out with your baby mama beforehand. And you just tell them, like, "I'm not trying to this and that, but you're gonna get a check. It's gonna come through here." You say they're gonna take this out my check, and it's gonna in 3 days, it's gonna go through child support, and then it's gonna be to you. You ain't gotta worry about waiting on me. Go ahead and set your plan up. If you know you see troubled waters, set yourself up for success, man. Treat it like a business. Like, I wish I had a me with the knowledge. And this ain't no legal knowledge. This is pure going through the system and being filtered and living this and have my heart just ripped out so many times, dog, that I just had to find out every single thing I could about this.
Damned if you do, damned if you don't. Because you know
Man, you
what?
gotta
I
get
get a
smart.
lot of dads that just give it. Some people don't want to fight. They start seeing the attorney's fees, that'll turn them around.
That shit
As soon as you say
discouraging.
something about child support, that'll turn them around.
Correct.
They don't want to
And
take
then
no
just the
DNA test.
hassle and having to go back. How many years you spent in court? You know how many I've seen people give up in 3 months and say, you know what, I'm not finna go through this shit.
Man,
Keep them. Look, they say keep the baby then. You want to keep them from them? Keep them.
This is why the foundation is important.
Yes.
Because they need that help.
Yes, this is why the foundation is important, y'all. This is why, let me tell y'all something. This is why it is important to donate to foundations like this, because the passion is there. I can't leave no young brother limping on the side of the road when he trying to get his fatherhood, when I'm in these law libraries trying to figure this stuff out, learn how to fill out the parenting plan. I went from paper to digital. You know, I sat here with brothers that couldn't figure it out, and they figured it out. 5, 6 hours in the law library, get there early. And the lady said, we gotta go shut it down at 5. You know what I'm saying? And man, so I already knew God was taking me out here to fight. Like, just being on this platform is, a dream for me, you know. And I just all the time be like, man, I'm gonna be able to see my son. He might be grown, but we're gonna be standing on platforms with masses of people, man, and we're gonna be giving our testimony.
Mm-hmm.
And God is manifesting that every single day.
Is he coming to the gala?
Man, now I ain't trying to just go and take him nowhere, y'all. But we're working on that.
Okay.
You know, he 19. She still. I said, look, man. You send my son to work. Don't pack his lunch. And she said, you need to know how much that food costs. I said, well, yeah. Let him pack the lunch though. Mama, take y'all hands out these boys. Let them see their child.
Mm-hmm. So tell them how they can donate to attend the gala.
Yes.
Donate and attend.
So, link is below. If you just look down into the description, you can click on that link and buy a ticket or give a donation.
Yes. Or buy a table.
Buy a table.
You know what I'm saying?
Y'all
Buy a table.
Buy a table.
Buy a ticket.
Sponsor a table.
Sponsor that.
Sponsor a day. Oh my God. That would be so powerful. Because I see them doing it. But dads, we gotta unite. Like, we gotta activate. I'm here to activate the fathers. I tried to do it groundsroot level, but then the water boys was trying to rob me. And
Don't
everybody
bring the water boys into
You gonna do the last one?
No, but some kids, look, it's some bad kids out there. And that's why I'm calling for some of my soldiers. You know what I'm saying? God told me, man, we need foot soldiers. We need concerned fathers. We need grandfathers. We need activation. Because let me tell you, man, we saving the kids.
Which is actually going to save society as a whole.
Yes. We got to bring it back. Y'all ain't got to get back together. But we got to bring this thing called parenthood and leadership back. Because our kids are going down farther than they pants and faster. One more scenario, y'all.
Let's do it.
All right.
Bonus round.
The Courtside Snub. So mom gets offered free courtside seats to an NBA playoff game from her job. Instead of taking her son, she goes with her new boyfriend and his son. Dad finds out and is furious, saying their son should have been the first picked, especially since he's a huge fan. Mom says it wasn't her weekend and she didn't want to disrupt the custody schedule. Is dad right to be upset, or is mom within her rights? Go.
That's fickle. Mom is within her rights. It's the dad's weekend, right? It's his weekend. Dad saying he's such a big fan. It's your weekend. You buy him some courtside tickets.
Case closed.
That's it.
Case
That's
closed.
all.
Next.
That's your weekend, bro.
That's your weekend.
Hey man, y'all. Oh my God.
Because guess what? If I take them, then you're gonna be mad. You know, that's my weekend.
Yep, man. Don't take them weekends for granted. As we go through this podcast and as we go through all these different scenarios, y'all just have to hold me because every scenario, every time we bring up a moment, it take me back to that place and that moment when I had to deal with this. Whether I was dealing with the board of education, whether I skipped the weekend and regretted it. Don't skip them weekends.
And if the child doesn't want to go, make the child go.
Man,
that's
ladies,
a child.
talk to the ladies.
That's
Please
a
talk
child.
to us.
A lot
Please
of times,
talk to
the
tell them.
child does not want to go. Whether it's I want to stay with you, I want to have fun. My friend wants to come over. That's your duty. Make that child go. They need that time to engage with their father. You need that time to reset. That child needs that time to get to know that father. That father needs that time to get to know. Make that child go. We get very emotional. Well, he didn't want to go. Make that child go. Make him go. Because the moment the daddy don't come pick him up, it's a problem. And then mothers, remember, if he doesn't come pick him up, nothing happens to him as a father. If you don't let him go, you're in contempt. Make the child go.
Yeah, and we're gonna start a game because it a lot of women are treating their kids like they friends. And they growing these kids up way too fast and don't look good in the father's eyes.
Right.
A real father, he'd be like, "Hold on, man, that's my baby," or "Hold on, that's my boy." And we gonna start a game called "That's a Child."
Ooh, that's good.
I like that.
Say that again.
That's a child.
That's good.
You know what I'm saying? You go. You think you and your daughter could dress like, so you go get the little biking short things, and you know what I'm saying. You all out with your child, and she
That's a
already
child.
feeding her
That's a child.
donuts and damn Snickers and stuff, and then you don't put her in this outfit, and y'all walk around, and then daddy walk up like, what y'all doing? And your daughter sitting there with her headphones on, she can't even hear, chewing some chewing gum, not even addressing to her damn daddy. It's in her face. And the baby mom like, why you popping up on us? And you looking at your daughter like, she's like, what's wrong with her? And you grab your daughter and say, that's a child.
That's a child.
This is a child.
That's right.
And you pull that cover up out and wrap your daughter up. And you tell the judge you had to take your daughter, put some clothes on.
Yeah.
You weren't trying to take her. You knew it wasn't your weekend.
You weren't kidnapping. You
weren't kidnapping. Tell the judge, I wasn't kidnapping, Joey. Let me show you what she had on.
Right.
Yes,
that's good.
That's a child.
I like
that.
You know what I'm saying? Like women, I mean, I'm not saying women, and we're not even always like I'm pro right, and a lot of times the custodial parents, it could be a male or it could be a female, but I am here to be a voice for the non-custodial parents who get the hard rap, who got to fight from the bottom, who got to pull themselves up, who got to spearhead the fight if they want to be in their kid's life.
So I think co-parenting is the best thing you can do. You know, even though I'm the custodial parent, most likely most mothers are. My sons live with me. I still share what's going on in my house with my son's parent. I let his father know what's going on when it comes to school, what's going on in my house when it comes to his behavior. And a lot of mothers, parents in general, don't feel like they have to say something, right? They feel like this is my house. What goes on in my house is my business, and I don't have to. I still engage. Now, whether the father acts on that or not, whether his dad tells me what's going on in his house or not, I do that because that's the right thing, right? And you can never say I didn't. So I'm always able to have some leverage because I told you.
And that's always good, ladies. Please keep your baby fathers informed. And baby fathers, please, under no circumstances do you ever tell your baby mama what's going on in your house, what you are doing, what you and your son, especially if you are under attack, if you are a targeted parent, go ahead and set boundaries because they will phone call your butt to death on a visit and have the child all don't know which way to go. You got you got your situation at home, and every 5 minutes, BM is calling.
That's not good co-parenting.
No. The good co-parenting is that you said 3 times: morning, noon.
That's a lot.
You ain't
One
gotta
night.
call. We ain't
No,
gotta
no,
do that.
time.
that's a courtesy.
That's a lot.
That's better than
That's
37.
That's
Call
way
me all
too
day.
much. Don't call me.
Yeah, don't keep
He's
calling
with
me
you.
all
You the
day.
pet.
No,
Cause
but-
guess what? You ain't calling me when he over here.
But some mamas just gotta call.
And that's not good
And
co-parenting.
fellas,
I'm about to
remember,
leave.
soon as you
Have
get your child,
boundaries.
that's your time, and that's your time. If the judge considered you good enough
Fit.
to be in order to pick the child up, you should not be tracked. You should not be made to tell what the activities
That's
is.
a hell of a mama doing all that.
Huh?
Y'all pick again. They picking the wrong.
No,
Women.
no. You
Exactly.
y'all saying that. No, y'all
I've
saying
never.
that. But it's people on the other
ain't
side of
never
this
did
camera
that.
just looking at us, just going through this on the daily. And I'm trying to tell them how to keep it clean. And don't question about what go on over there. Don't ask them about who that dude is. Because if the judge felt that it was wrong, then get an order.
The best thing I can tell you to do is take yourself out of it. It really has nothing to do with you. At the end of the day, you have to think about the baby.
Yeah.
All right. It's you and the other parent against whatever problem is there. It's not the two of you against each other. Y'all don't have to
That's right.
be the best of friends. You don't have to do any of that. But you have to keep that child's best interest
Always.
at the top of mind.
Always.
You do. Always keep your child at best interest. Guard your grill.
Cut the location off.
Hey, fathers, y'all wanna come hang out with me? We can exchange tips. Y'all can cry on my shoulder. You can just shake my hand, man. I know what you're going through. And I'm here for you, man. Y'all come down to the gala and kick it with me. You can get individual tickets. Tell them where they can get the tickets and everything.
There is a link in the description below. Go ahead and click on that link. It'll take you right where you need to be to grab tickets or send a donation.
Yep.
Or buy a table or donate a father and a table.
That's right, fellas. Now, fellas, y'all get them sections at the club.
That part.
I need y'all to get them tables for the gala. You know what I'm saying? I need y'all to get them tables for the gala, man. I need y'all to come represent OGs. It's called to action, man. If we don't do it, who gonna do it?
That's right. That's right.
Let's go. All y'all coaches, basketball, football, little league coaches, we gotta unite. It's all about the kids. It's all about us rearing our men back, making them men again.
Thank y'all for joining us again, and we can't wait until
September 7th, man, it's going down. Sunday, September 7th. It's the gala. We're fighting for fathers' right.
Let's go.
It's my girl, attorney, boy, and I am Shawty. What my name is. Type us name. Type our names in the chat. We don't even be asking y'all for super chats or nothing like that. We need donations at that link so we can continue to fight and get all fathers to the promised land that's equal and fair visitation.
That's right.
Huh?